It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time for the Thursday Night Lives. We're going to get into the challenge. We're going to get into Survivor. But before we get into that, we got to get into a little bit of kitchen table talk. And we're talking about Karen Huger and this conviction. We no longer have to say allegedly. We no longer have to say wait till the court date, it'll all come out. All the foolishness that's been going on with Potomac can now end. Karen has been found guilty. And the body cam footages have been released. And let me tell you something. I love the Grand Dame. I love Karen Huger. She is my favorite Real Housewife of Potomac. And I hate to have to report this live. And I'm really not going to do too much reporting. I'm just going to give my 2 cents. The body camera footage and that police station footage was very damning. It was very like, girl, Karen. It was too much. I couldn't even watch it all. I had to watch it in phases. Like I woke up to it. That was like the first thing that hit my Instagram when I looked at social media this morning. Then I said, this is too much. And at work, I got to scrolling. I saw even more. I said, Karen, because what she told that officer, she said, once you Google me, you gonna feel ashamed. Girl, I hope you feel ashamed this morning. I hope you are apologetic, but you probably ain't, because you ain't been apologetic any of this time. Look, I'm gonna just give y'all my opinion. I said it once. Karen should have took this season off. If not off, she should have parked herself in a 30-day facility somewhere, showing that judge that she was, 1, accountable for her actions. 2, recognizing that I'm trying to get help for my actions, so this not happen for a third time, because this ain't the first. So this won't happen for a third time. And then next, you ain't gotta be out there and say, yeah, I did it, but with that body cam footage, and as much as I know you paid this lawyer, you should have took the plea and sat down. I don't know if the plea was going to tell you had to do 30 days, 60 days, but I feel like you're about to get a lot more now because you done wasted all these taxpayers' money. You done sat up on Real Housewives of Potomac all season talking about you wasn't drunk, you ain't do nothing wrong. It's going to come out in the footage. As soon as people say, and y'all apologize if my voice sound a little bit different. I got a cold. I'm in my pajamas, my little skeleton Christmas pajamas. I ain't feel like getting dressed. I just wanted to do these lives today or tonight. I don't know. Because, some people get so drunk they forget. And maybe she forgot everything she said that night to those officers. But Ray knew what you said. Ray was out there. He knew what you said. Everybody should have been telling you, girl, take the plea and move on and get help. Because I ain't going to want to just call nobody an alcoholic like that. But at this point, when you on DUI number 2, you ain't got a license, you ain't got no car insurance, yeah, it's time to go ahead and get some help. It's time to go ahead and get some help. You're at that later stage of life, and that's just a fact. Once you hit that 6-0, you done moved on past the middle age and got into that later phase of life. It's time to go ahead and get some help. It ain't no more, I'm going to be more mature, make a better decision next time. No, it's time to do some self-reflection and go. It's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help. And I think the courts would be more sympathetic to you if you would have came out with, I need help. I didn't, whatever. When you're more accountable, then do you know who I am? Because she hit them with the, do you know who I am? I had my fingers crossed, y'all. I said, Karen, I don't know what you said on this body camera, but I pray you didn't hit them with it. Do you know who I am? Do you know me? When you Google me, you're going to be ashamed. I said, girl, ain't nobody ashamed but you. Hey, Dion Rocks, Eric and AM. That's her max, Dion Rocks. The max is that she can get up to 2 years in jail. Do I think they're going to park Karen down for 2 years? I don't think so. But she might get a good 6 months. I don't think she's walking away with community service. I don't. Not after all these theatrics. She's not walking away with a good fine in community service. Not on DUI number 2. Mm-mm. She might not get 2 years, but she gonna get a good 90 to 60 days. But Karen, AM, you got many thoughts on this? I want to know. Put some of them in the chat. I want to see it, but I ain't gonna read Karen too much. But let me tell you this, Karen, since you didn't take my advice in the preseason, please take my advice on the reunion. I don't know how much extra Andy pays y'all, but go ahead and sit this one out. Go ahead and sit this reunion out because Mia, Jacqueline, and Ashley, and probably Giselle, because Giselle ain't shit no way. I mean, ish no way. I'm trying not to curse. They about to eat you up. Oh, you gonna have to be mute. So you might as well you go ahead and sit this one out, Karen, because they are getting ready to go in, especially Mia. Y'all already said Mia dead to y'all. Mia lies. She do too much. She's now not the worst. I mean, to me, she's still the worst. Really, Giselle. This ain't got nothing to do with Giselle. But Mia, after this footage, is gonna feel like, well, I ain't the worst. Karen got on here. Ray was trying to look for this lady driver's license. First thing she said is, I don't like him. I said, poor Ray. He just out here in the middle of the night trying to assist his wife, trying to keep her calm, because Ray was like, I don't think she should be talking right now. Like, the lawyer is on the way. Like, can y'all quit asking her questions? I don't like him. Karen, if you don't like Ray, go ahead and leave him. But you can't, because it seemed like you need him more than he needs you. That's what took me out first. I said, Lord have mercy. It now makes sense when Karen has conversations about her marriage. It makes you on the wrong video, AM. Oh, we're gonna get to the challenge next. Give me about 10 minutes. At the end of the day, all day, she could have hurt somebody, because in that video, the officer said, hold up, let's go over here because your car on fire. And Karen steady wanted to go to that car and get that phone, and the officer was like, ma'am, your car is on fire. Stay over here. She could have killed her damn self. She blamed it on her parents, which I don't understand the grief of losing a parent, but I do understand. She even admitted in the videos, I probably should have called a taxi. I probably should have had a driver. Then in another scene, she was like, oh, I'm lit. Ma'am, you're on video admitting to being drunk. They said, what kind of beer you drink? Because Ray was like, she only had a few beers. She said, I had some Stella. How many bottles of Stella? Because you know, Stella Rosa is my girl. Stella Rosa is my girl. I love the cranberry, the Stella berry, the blueberry, the honey peach. Stella Rosa is my girl, but Stella Rosa does not get you fucked up at all. I can drink 2 bottles of Stella and still go out ripping and running in the streets. It's like juice. What kind of Stella? Karen, tell me what kind of Stella Rosa you got. But anyway, y'all, I don't want to drag. I just want to hit on this last point that really confused me. I see you, Eric, talking about, oh, Stella. Yeah, Karen was calling Stella Rosa don't make you that drunk. And Karen was towed down to the floor. She was slurring all kind of words. This lady got in the police station when they were doing her interrogation. She said, you poor and white, and I'm rich and I'm black, and that's the issue. I guess she was trying to say, because I'm a rich black woman is why you arrested me. And the officer was like, what, your money ain't got nothing to do with this. And she said, you don't know me. This lady said, I'm Thomas Jefferson's concubine. I'm Thomas Jefferson's concubine. Ma'am, are you doing some kind of period piece theatrics? What part of your mind makes you believe drunk or not? Because I've been a little bit tipsy. I ain't never went all the way back to the 1800s and found me a little character piece. She's Thomas Jefferson's. Maybe she meant George Jefferson. I don't know. But at another point, she says she owned slaves and she owned a plantation. I'm assuming she's talking about her family home. Maybe that used to be a plantation. I don't know. That's just what she said. But that statement right there, it kind of made me go back to the colorism conversation that they had on Potomac a few years back. Not saying Karen is colorist, but Karen could never understand colorism. And that kind of made me be like, okay, this is why Karen don't get it. Because this lady thinks that she's a plantation owner and Thomas Jefferson's concubine. She's very much into the house and the field. Karen, this was not a good look. It ain't really shit you can say to nobody after this because the reads are non-ending. I ain't even, y'all, I was so busy today at YouTube. Thomas Jefferson is blue. Maybe. Stephanie, you might be onto something. Maybe that was role playing up in the thing. I'm working so hard today. That's probably why half of my been on conference calls for at least 80% of my workday. And I'm fighting a cold. So I had just planned on working because, I'm working from home. I just planned on working and listening to all the YouTubers read Karen down. I didn't even get a chance to listen to any of the reads. The only thing I'm looking forward to tomorrow at work is listening to all the YouTubers drag Karen. For the entertainment of it all. I don't mean Karen no harm. I want to say everybody makes mistakes, but damn it, DUIs aren't mistakes you need to be making at 60 years old. Definitely two DUIs are not the mistakes you need to be making at 60 years old. You need to do better, learn better, get help. Ask for help. You got all the advice for everybody else and what they should be doing, how many penises they should be sitting on and everything else. Get you some help. And I really don't think Karen is alcoholic because most alcoholics that I know, they drink all day, every day, and they can't just be on camera faking the phone. When they want to drink, they drink. So please, Karen, whatever it is, get you some therapy, work out your grief, get you some marriage counseling. Hell, it ain't never too late to leave and start over. You are a beautiful woman. If Ray ain't doing it for you, go find somebody that will. Yes, AM. She told that man, you are poor and white, and I am rich, and I am black. And that's why I'm here. And that lady wig was sitting right here on top of her head. That lady wig was pushed all the way back to the center of her head. And I don't talk about nobody hairline because you see my whole hand cover up my forehead. My hair is thinning as well, so I ain't gonna read nobody on their hairline. But ma'am, even Ray ain't trying to tug your wig to the front. Lord have mercy. Not to start rumors, but Karen, I did hear that because she kept saying her nose was getting ready to bleed. I ain't gonna go there with Karen. She didn't give me that. I have been around people on that substance. That was drunk. That was drunk. She would have been more up if she had something up her nose. No, I'm not gonna put that on Karen. That just looked completely drunk to me. She does need to sit all the way down and she might need to take a good break. Now, that is not licensed to bring Robin back. Hell, put everybody on the damn break on this show. I'm tired of their asses anyway. YT. Look, That's all I got to say about Karen. I just wanted to get my 2 cents out there, and I wanted to give her a little piece of advice. I don't care how good you look. I don't care what kind of designer you got for this reunion coming up. I would sit it out. But I feel like Bravo is messy. She even threw Andy name out there. Karen said, "My name is Karen, but they call me the Grand Dame." I don't know what that means. Andy gave me that name. She even had Andy name out there on the body cam. Look, Andy is messy. He will put Karen in chair number 1 and he will roll that footage. Andy will sit you in the first chair looking as good as you want to look in whatever kind of gala gown you decide to put on, because I believe the reunion is shooting the first week of January, first and second week of January. And he will roll that footage and embarrass you all up and down Bravo. Karen, sit it out. If it's an extra 10, 20K, tell them you don't need it. Remember, I'm rich. I'm Black and I'm rich. I own a plantation. You don't need it. Sit it out, because they getting ready to embarrass you, girl, more than what's already going on the internet. But come, when is the reunion? This season probably over, what, end of February, end of March? By then, you know, it's fresh in our minds today because we just saw it. But when the reunion come around, they about to put it all the way back in our mind again. They're going to drag you all over again. That's just my piece of advice. That's it. Stephanie, see, I ain't read that before. I ain't read that before I put it up. Stephanie said, not Angie. Stephanie said Karen hit that tree in Potomac, but her wig was still over there in Surrey County. I don't know where the wig was. I don't know what Karen was doing, but we ain't gonna drag her no more. We're just gonna listen to the remaining YouTubers have a good time tomorrow. And we're about to get into the challenge, and we're about to get into what the heck? Survivor. Shit, I don't forgot. Y'all forgive my mind. I'm just a little bit sick. Just a little bit. You could probably hear it in my voice. It's a little extra raspy today, but whatever. Payola didn't work. I don't know who she tried to pay. I don't know what she tried to do, but she took the wrong advice. She should have never let this come to Potomac. She should have never let this come. The body can, if you take a plea, will that stop them from releasing the body cam footage? Because, you know, over there on the Huntsville, the love and the marriage of it all, Maurice got arrested for a DUI. And I don't know if he took a plea or, you know, he a lawyer. He don't work out his case. And this was also his first offense. And he also was apologetic. They never released his body cam footage. So I wonder if you take the plea, if they don't release the footage. You got businesses, ma'am. You have things to lose. You have things to lose. And some people don't view DUIs as mistakes. You could lose a lot for this, Karen, especially because you Black. You admitted it. I'm Black. Rich ain't got nothing to do with it. You're Black. And you 60 years old. You know that justice is not the same. You're 60. You know justice is not the same. Girl, get your shit, get it together. That footage would have gotten leaked eventually. Media outlets would pay. Yeah, they probably would have. She's not going to be doing it from jail because her sentencing is January 29th. I told y'all I can remember numbers. If it ain't nothing else I can do, I can remember numbers. The sentencing is January 29th, and the reunion is going to be filmed the beginning of January. So even if she is sentenced to jail time, the reunion is going to be a few weeks before that sentencing date. And again, that's all they're going to be asking you about, Karen. You already don't want to talk about it, and you can't the whole reunion just sit there on mute. See, I ain't even out there in Maryland. Good luck. I'm gonna talk about it no more. Let's get into what we really want to talk about, the challenge and Survivor. I'm about to end this. If you care about the challenge and you care about Survivor, please sit tight. I have my whoosh on, which is technically called the redirect. So you will be pushed into the very next live. And we're about to get into the challenge of Survivor because I got some things to say about that as well. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Definitely, if you in the rewatch gang, put your comments about the Karen situation in the rewatch comment section because I definitely want to know what you think. All right, y'all. I'm gonna holler later. Bye.